Hello YouTube, Bateman here again with a huge home theater update. I haven't made a video in quite some time because I was saving money to buy my first house with my wife, and we finally moved in about a month ago. And this is my home theater slash man cave gaming room that I have. This is the door. You come down, step down inside, and this is the room. This room is upstairs. There's no basement in the house, so this room is built on top of the garage and part of the family room downstairs. Most of these houses, they choose to finish this for a bedroom, or the people who had this before used it as an office. But since there's no basement, and my wife knows how much I love home theater and wanted a man cave, I was allowed to have this whole room for myself, and she gets the rest of the house. She can do pretty much anything she wants with the rest of the house, but this is my space. I can do anything I want in here, so it's awesome. I guess I'll start with these three awesome chairs. All of these are Parker recliners that I got from the Sears outlet store. They were originally like $500 a piece, but I got them on sale for like $130 each. So that was a fantastic deal. I was only going to get two, but my wife suggested we get three, and I wasn't going to argue. So I got three of them. And since they don't have cup holders in them, they do recline. All three of them recline, but they don't have cup holders. I needed to put something in between so that I could put, a drink on, or as you can see, my remotes and whatnot. So just got these tables from Walmart. I had them in my room in Florida, so I bought them again. I got my Wii U gamepad right there, my Xbox One controller, and my Logitech Harmony One remote. And over here, I have my Wii U Wii U Pro controller. Sorry, I forgot what it was called. So yeah, it works fine. I can put my drinks and anything else I want on there. Those three, I love the chairs. They're so comfortable, and they're awesome. Over here is where I have the router and the modem for my internet. Back here is where I have the surround speakers. All the speakers haven't changed, they're still the same. I have the Polk TSI 200s in the back. There's one there and one back there. And now I'll do the front soundstage. I'll sit down so you can. I think the video is going to make the screen look a lot smaller and farther away than it really is, but where I'm sitting, for my preference, the 55-inch TV is more than big enough. I don't like sitting super close to a really big screen. I know some people like that, but it honestly hurts my eyes. So the 55-inch that I have now is perfect for me. I'm not ruling out a projector in the future or anything like that. I'm just saying for right now that it suits my needs perfectly fine. The TV is the Samsung 6200. It's the 55-inch. We have the 60-inch downstairs in the family room, and I tried playing Super Smash Bros. On the one downstairs to see what the lag was, and I couldn't detect any lag, or as far as there being enough lag to hinder the gameplay. So I decided to buy the same exact TV up here because I game and watch movies and stuff. So the center channel is the Polk TSI or CS20. Hasn't changed. All my gear hasn't changed pretty much. I did acquire an Xbox One over the summer when Arkham Knight came out. I still have the Wii U. I absolutely love it. I play it almost every day. And my Panasonic DMP BD210 Blu-ray player still works great. I'm hoping to get an Oppo one day, but I'll have to do the 4K and get the 4K Blu-ray player, so that's a long time down the road. Then my Denon receiver is still the same. It's the AVR 1713. Works awesome. I love it. Planning to get the whatever the equivalent of like the 4100 is right now down the road when I get new speakers and whatnot. So, you know, down the road. And then the front left and right are the same, TSI 500s. There's one here and one there. It took me a long time. I measured, you know, I'm kind of OCD with my setup, so I was taking measurements and making sure they were the same distance away and try to toe them in the same amount to the listening position. So it took me quite a bit of time to get everything set up the way I want. And over here, this is amazing. If you don't know, I had to sell my old PB2000 sub when we moved back from Florida because I couldn't fit it in the car, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to set it up for like a year and a half. So Christmas morning, lo and behold, my wife gives me a little present, and it's this white Monster subwoofer cable. I don't think she got ripped off by Monster. It was like $10 from Amazon, so don't worry. And then she tells me to look in the garage, and then I see this big box, and I unwrapped it, and it was the PB2000. So I was so happy. This thing kicks so much ass. I can't stress how awesome it is. So I'm so happy to have it back in my system, and I love it. SVS is awesome. And then sitting on it, I still have my RLX Great Grandma isolation riser. I don't know if it does anything. I got it for Christmas like 3 or 4 years ago, so I've always put my subwoofer on it. I can't imagine it hurting the sound, like I said before, so I'm going to keep it. Planning to run 2 subs eventually one day. I think dual PB2000s might be pretty awesome in this room, or dual PB13 Ultras, but that might be, you know, money-wise the wife might not agree to that, but we'll see. Then here I got a little Batman trash can. A huge Batman fan, in case you didn't know. And real quick, all of the speaker wire is Monoprice 14 gauge wire. I didn't want to buy the copper clad aluminum wire from Amazon, so I had to wait like a week and a half after we moved in to get the real copper from Amazon, Monoprice. So I was running without surrounds for like the first week and a half. It was kind of torture, but I finally came in and got everything hooked up, and the HDMI cables are all Monster. I paid like I think $10 or $15 for each of them off Amazon, so I don't think I got ripped off. I'm not paying $78 for an HDMI cable, so that worked out. And then for my media storage needs, I have the same media storage cabinets that I had in Florida, except I have 3 of them now. I have 2 here, and then a 3rd one right here, because I know I'm going to keep collecting Blu-rays and I'm going to need the space. So I have my Batman collectibles up here. I've had that signed since someone gave it to me back in college, so I'm happy to finally put it up like it's supposed to be. We have Joker bobblehead my brother gave me for Christmas years ago. The Batman Arkham City statue that came with the collector's edition of the game, and then the Arkham Asylum Batarang that came with the collector's edition of that game as well. Huge fan. And these are all my movies. I have a lot, and then my Wii U games and my Xbox games are down there. And these 2 shelves in the middle are fixed shelves, so I can't really put a Blu-ray on there. They won't fit. So when I'm not using my Wii U game or Pro controller, I put that in here, and I have some spare cable down there so I can hook my headphones up to my system if at nighttime I don't want to bother anybody. And then my Wii mode is in there. And then on this side of the shelf, I wanted to put something kind of cool, something neat, you know, some kind of collectible or statue that I can just put here and they can look cool. So I decided to get some amiibos. And I have Mario right there. I have Donkey Kong, Ganondorf, and Ness. And these are the 4 main people that I play as in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. So my 4 favorite characters, so I decided the 4 of them will fit perfectly there. I used my cash back from my credit card, so they didn't cost me nothing. Because I think they're like Donkey Kong and Ness for like $20 each, so I'm happy I don't have to pay. So I think they look really cool in here. They look great. You know, I like the whole collection aspect of this whole hobby here, and I like displaying all my stuff. So I'm really happy with it. I think they look cool. Yeah, that is all my gear that I'm running currently. I have wires all over the place, you know, at the Comcast along the baseboard, and so the plans for the near future, I have. Well, first of all, that door over there was rattling like you wouldn't believe from the subwoofer, so I put some weather stripping around the frame, completely got rid of the rattling. So now all I hear and feel is a low, deep bass that, you know, the PB2000 puts out, and it's awesome. I have to get window treatments for the window here, and some kind of treatment to put on the skylights, because I want it to be like dark in here, like pitch black, or as dark as I can get it. So I plan on doing that. I have plans to paint. Probably going to go with a dark gray. I'm not sure if I'll paint the ceiling black or not. I haven't decided. It'll either be flat black or the same gray color as the rest of the room. I plan on upgrading my speakers. I want to try the SVS Prime tower package. The 2 towers for the front, the center, and then 2 surrounds, or for the satellites they have in the back. So I can mount them. These will be mounted on the wall somewhere, you know, up out of the way, and all the wiring will be run through the walls eventually. And I haven't decided if I'm going to double up on the drywall around here, because I did some sound tests outside, and when I cranked the system up to reference level, you can only kind of hear it outside in my driveway, which is just beyond this door. So most of the sound is escaping through the door there, which is only a little flimsy door, so I have to get a, you know, solid core door, or, you know, something more beefy to keep the sound in. And I plan on running 6.1 in here eventually. Like I said, when I get my better Denon receiver, it'll be like a 7.2 channel. So I'm going to have 2 speakers in the back here, and then 1 in the center. So I'll probably be running 6.1 for a little while, and then ultimately I plan to run 2 subwoofers in here eventually. I haven't decided, you know, it depends on the money. I think dual PB2000s would be awesome in here, but you know, I want the PB13 Ultras, so we'll see about that. I might try dual PB2000s, and then, you know, if I get more money someday, I might upgrade them. But and I'm not doing dual subs until I get a new receiver, and I'm not doing, obviously I can't do the 3rd speaker in the back until I get a new receiver. So all that's for down the road. And I plan on putting new carpet in here too. This is like a green carpet. You know, I'll probably get something more neutral, like a tan or beige or something like that. So, you know, whatever color scheme I pick, I'm sure it'll look nice. So yeah, that is my whole system here. I can't stress how excited I am that I finally have this system here. My wife knows I've been talking about having my own room since I think, you know, since I've known her, since we were in high school and freshman year of college and whatnot. So, you know, she's so happy for me too that I was able to do this. So it feels awesome. The sound is great. Everybody who I've had over so far absolutely loves it. I play Top Gun, the opening scene, and then the Hulk movie with the school scene with the 50 cals and whatnot. That's purely awesome. Everyone, as soon as the 50 cals go off in the sonic guns, everyone loves it, and I just say, yeah, that's what $800 worth of bass buys you. And I tell them, you know, the SVS is awesome, and people don't get it until I finally play them something, and then they're just like, oh, okay. So SVS rocks. I can't, you know, I love them so much. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a little bit rambling on here, but that's what I'm working with now, and those are what I'm thinking about doing for the future. So hope you enjoyed seeing this huge home theater update. I'm so happy about it. I've been wanting this for like 10 years now, and it's finally here, so it's awesome. Alright guys, if you want to send me a link to your video, I'll check it out on YouTube. I love watching them, and I'll post my thread in the YouTube description too, so if you want to follow my thread on AVS, see what any updates I do in the future, appreciate it. Alright guys, later.